Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Yay!
All right, well, let's toast
Let's toast.
to Mimosas with Michael. We're going to drink.
Yay, Mimosas with Michael.
And you are the first person I'm having mimosas with, so cheers to that.
Yeah.
Just because I want a reason to drink.
Cheers. Yeah.
So this is important. So when your name was given to me, I was excited because I have been trying to have more Latin, well, actually more diversity in general on the show. I did have a Latin woman a couple months ago, back in February, my friend Burgundy. So you're my first Latino male, which is great.
Cool.
Also, you're young, and so you have this story you're going to tell us. You're from Colombia.
Yeah.
Nice. Continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well...
That's all I know.
Okay, well, I was born in Colombia.
What part?
And I was born in Bogota.
Bogota.
And then my family moved when I was really little to Pasto. This is there's this town that it has the border with Ecuador.
Ecuador.
So
okay.
yeah, that's where they moved, and that's where I grew up, basically. So
Okay.
I'm more from Pasto than from Bogota. And then I did my high school over there, like until I was 17.
Okay.
And I was always, doing like drawing, painting. I learned to play the guitar.
So you're multi-talented.
Yeah.
Okay,
like-
you do more than just act?
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably mention you're an actor.
Yeah.
How we know you. Okay.
I'm an actor. I also do modeling, like on the side.
That's true. He's a good-looking guy, everybody. So if you follow him on Instagram, you'll see all his body pictures.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
But yeah, basically, I did acting as the last thing to try, like in the arts.
Okay.
And I started on a theater company back at home. It's called La Maleta Roja. Like if you translate that, it's named the Red Suitcase.
Oh, okay.
So the name came up because the company didn't have a name before, but we were on a journey to Ecuador to have a international theater festival.
Okay.
Between some other schools and some other theater companies. So on the trip, we were taking the trip by bus, and they were always stopping the bus, like the police, to check luggage, because they want to be safe. It's crossing country to country.
Yeah,
so
of course.
they
We do
wanna
the same
check-
thing when we go from state to state. In Texas, you have to have a gun. I'm just kidding.
What? Yeah, and
Or am I?
for us, they will always check this red suitcase that was from one of my friends
Okay.
from the theater company, because it was this huge suitcase. It was like the size of a person.
Oh, so naturally, I thought you were smuggling a body.
Yeah, or drugs or whatever. It's, like
Or both. Yeah.
or both. Yeah, or something else.
Yeah.
know?
You never know. It could
You
be.
never know. Okay,
The red
so
suitcase. That's actually kind of a fun story.
oh yeah, so like we ended up naming the group like that because of the suitcase.
Yeah.
And after the whole thing was just like we did this performance, and we ended up being the best group chosen.
Okay.
So after that, I realized, I really like acting, and I met one of my friends on that program festival.
Okay.
And I moved to LA for like a couple of months to do a summer program at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts
Where's that at?
in Hollywood and Highland.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Duh, Michael. Duh. Welcome to LA. Jesus, I'm sorry.
No, you good. And I tried just take some of the classes from the summer camp. So I didn't only took acting, I also took business of acting, like theater.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Yeah, like improv, dance, singing. They had this whole program put together for people for the summer camp.
Okay.
And I just loved it, and I was like, okay, I want to come back to LA, do my college education here.
So you're like the next Antonio Banderas.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
I see myself like that.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was a good reference, but
No, yeah. Like, I mean, there's like
I don't
very
think
little successful Latino actors right now. And
yeah, that's why I need them on my show. I'm trying.
yeah, right?
Ricky
And
Martin,
then-
if you're not doing anything, stop on by.
Yeah, just here.
We have this nice studio. We have mimosas.
Oh, yeah, this is like a real man cave.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks, my friend Josh. Okay, so now you're acting. So now you're 21.
Yeah.
You're old enough to drink with mimosas, which is great.
Yeah.
And so you've been here for how many years now? 4 or 5 years?
4.
4 years.
Yeah, almost for like September, it will be 4.
Okay. I hope that damn airplane isn't on the show. There's a huge airplane flying over us right
Yes.
now. Okay, so you've been here so you're 21 and you actually have been doing some acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a lot of things actually in this
Like
year.
what?
Well, I
You said you wanted to talk about it. Now's your chance.
All right.
Open forum.
So I did this film that I wrote and co-produced, and I starred in.
Was it a feature or a short?
It's a short.
I love shorts.
That it's on festivals right now, and it has won already some awards. It's called Prodigal Son. It's in Spanish, actually.
En español.
Yeah, and the name in Spanish is Hijo Prodigo. So it's
Is there English subtitles?
yeah, of
Okay,
course.
so we can watch it.
Yeah, sure. I can send it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I get to see it first.
Yeah, and then the film is about this kid who comes back home because he wants to tell his parents that he's gay.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it's based on a true story that happened to my brother.
Yeah, because you mentioned you have a gay brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So
And-
how they since we're talking about it, how did your family take it?
Well, the thing is that I did it because I wasn't present when he came out,
Oh.
and back in Colombia, or like I would dare to say South America, that's still kind of like a taboo topic. You know,
I know I wrote a whole movie about it.
it's very it's very conservative and everything.
And
over
you're
there, so-
Catholic?
I am.
Okay.
I am, and my parents are too, but my brother is not. My brother is an agnostic, so they kind of like my brother is like everything that my parents didn't want to.
And trust and believe, I know that one.
And yeah,
And how old is he?
he's 23 right now.
23, okay.
Mhm.
And is he still in Colombia?
Yeah, he's going through med school. He's almost finishing med school right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and my dad is a surgeon as well, so he's kind of following my dad's steps.
Okay, which is funny because he's the gay one.
Yeah.
Okay, funny how that- Tell me God doesn't have a sense of humor there.
Oh yeah, totally. It's funny.
And then you're here. So how do they feel about you becoming an actor?
You know, funny enough, my parents were the only people in my family who actually supported the idea.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I always, as I told you, like while I was growing up, I was always into arts. So they just saw that I was really, well, I'm not the best at it, but they said that I was good. You know?
You're good enough. Hey, you've been on some shows now.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so they were really supportive. Like my uncles and my other family members, they were like, "Oh, don't you want like, a career? Don't you want to like do something with your life before?"
I mean, it's
Like-
it's hard unless they don't see you out here. They don't see you like busting your hump. That you have to be on shows like this. That you have to like go to audition after audition after audition after audition to hear no after no. They don't see all that.
No, they don't.
Right,
and
yeah.
and actually, back at home, still, it's also like, you know, they don't really have that much respect for the arts as in the U.S.
that's
or
too
like
bad.
Europe. You know,
You know.
still like all those kind of topics. They're still like, oh no, we're more into like religion and law and like if you build houses or like save life. You know,
I get you. Yeah.
so it's kind of like that, and I remember because one of my my uncles, he's sat with me once before I moved here, and he was like, "So, don't you have a plan B?" And I was just like so tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
And
Without a doubt.
I don't know how I like it just came to me, and I told him like, you know, if I have a plan B, I subconsciously know that plan A is gonna fail at some point. And after
So
that, he
important, yeah.
just stopped. Like
I think
he
that's
never
the best
said anything.
advice right there.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It was something that just came to me, and I was like, yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about this. I feel like I have to be here. I belong here, and I have to, you know, represent what I can do.
So I just want to say you're saying some amazing things, but you're not drinking your mimosa.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You're giving some great nuggets of great information, which I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you.
But if anybody knows the show is, I have to talk more than anybody. It's in my contract. I'm totally joking. No, one of the things. Okay, so you just did another show recently because you posted about it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So you were in 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be on the show per se.
You should be on the show because it's a great show.
Thank you. Me too. I believe that, and I would love to be on it.
Okay. But you were in
if
the promo.
Netflix. If you're hearing this, then you see, like,
Well,
just check me out.
we'll tag him in everything.
Yeah. And but
They need more Latino characters.
yeah, they do.
At least they had that one, the gay guy.
Yeah, the guy who has the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Him.
he needs a younger brother.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So Netflix.
Yeah. You see?
Juan is available.
I am.
Juan está listo to be on your show.
Yes. And but yeah, I did this promo for them.
Exciting.
And it
okay.
was really secret at the beginning. I had no idea until the day that I was filming.
Yeah.
Because you know, you go into LA casting and you submit yourself, blah blah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's like this thing that says promo number 5. And I was
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
sure, whatever. Like it's money, it's an opportunity. I will submit, and I did. And then they like hit me up. They were like, okay, so we saw your submission. We want you to come in. Are
Oh,
you
good.
available? And I was like, yeah, sure. And they booked me right away. And they told me, okay, so this is the address. They didn't like say Netflix Studios or anything. Like they just
Yeah.
gave me like the numbers and the street.
Did you shoot here in LA?
Yeah.
Because I believe this show shoots in San Francisco.
I'm not sure.
I knew someone that worked on the show. I feel like we'll just pretend that it shoots.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the thing is that most of the cast was there the day that I was filming the promo.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, because all of them were over there, like doing their thing.
Hey, that's a
And
start. So like you're on the promo. The next up on the show.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, just persevere, man. Don't ever give up.
Oh yeah, no, that's certainly my goal. And
I'm really happy for you. That's awesome.
sorry.
I said I'm really happy for you. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. So what happened was I arrived there, and then all of a sudden I see like it's Netflix. I'm like, wait, what? And
You're like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, and I'm like, I talked to the guard, and he's like, oh, you're here for the 13 Reasons Why thing? I'm like, no, I'm here for this promo number 5 thing. He like rolls his eyes.
He's like,
this guy doesn't know anything. And
like, these young actors.
yeah, and he just kind of like signs the permit like for my car, and he's like, okay, just follow the map, blah blah, and then go. And I'm like, okay. And I just get out of my car, I start walking, and then I see like a lady talking on the phone outside the studio that I was supposed to go. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm here for promo number 5, whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, 13 Reasons Why. I'm like,
You're
wait,
like,
what?
yeah, this is exactly what I'm here for. Yeah,
yeah. I'll take it. I'm literally like,
yeah.
nodding
No,
my
that's
head.
fun, though.
And then they get me into this room with other people who are doing the job, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, the cast is here, and they're taking pictures with the cast, and there's like a lot of people in there, like a lot of suits, and
yeah. I work on
everyone's
that kind of
like,
stuff. I would do that as a script supervisor. I work on that stuff a lot. Yeah.
yeah, I bet.
So
And-
many people because they have like the studios there, and then like everybody's managers, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's like crazy because they have all these backgrounds around the actors just to take the pictures, just so they have their perfect light face, you know. And then after that they start like putting together like the scene, like putting fake trees and a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's the best. That's the fun part.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a pool, and they put the lights so it looks like a pool, and then they made us come in and introduce us to the cast, and we were like,
Oh,
what the
that's so.
hell? We're actually with the cast.
That's so.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I was like, what? With a lot of people. There was like 6 of us who got chosen to be in the promo.
Okay.
So there was me and another guy, and they gave us the leather jackets, the Letterman jackets,
that
and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I actually snuck a pic out of that. And
Oh, I know. I saw the pic.
yeah, and I wasn't like supposed to post or say anything until it was out.
Oh, and the promo's out now.
and
Okay.
the promo got out yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I
Or
had
whenever
no
this
idea.
airs, it went out yesterday from recording.
Yeah.
This will probably air over the weekend, so that's good.
Yeah.
And not that I want you to keep talking about this, but I do want to talk because one of the things I have found is I want to know from your opinion from somebody like I admire anybody who even moves across state to follow their dreams, but you're coming from another country, and I want to ask you, what is that experience been like for you coming from Colombia here? Because there's also a language thing, and then I also want to know what your experience has been like as a Latino male trying to become an actor, because we're still dealing with like women. Like, there's so much diversity. We're still trying to within this particular industry. We're just trying to surpass. And I love that you've taken so many strides. But talk a little bit about that, just so like.
So, it's funny because when I first moved out here, I moved by myself, and I was 17. I just graduated, and the thing is that a lot of schools wouldn't take me because I was 17.
Because you had to be 8.
When I was applying, they were like, no, we can only accept people who are like 18, and I didn't want to wait a year back home not doing anything, because even like the education for TV and movies or like acting in general is not as developed, to be honest. I wouldn't get the tools that I needed or that I wanted. So I found my school, and I literally begged them that I already had my degree and I just didn't want to wait, and I just wanted to apply, and they were like, you know what? Let's see. What do you have to show us?
Well, I mean, you have the sort of ambition to just come out here at such a young age.
Yeah.
And be so, yeah.
And it's funny because, for me, it's like, it was like nothing, I knew that I wanted this, and I wanted to come here and be in LA and act and pursue my dream like a lot of people.
Yeah.
But when I got to school, I was the youngest one in the whole program.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And everyone, and it was not like for 1 or 2 years. Everyone was at least 21, 22, 23. Yeah. Like one of my classmates already has a kid. And my closest friend here, he's 29, and he's from France. And I'm just like, wow, everyone saw me like this little kid. And a lot of people would like kind of like tease me about it. But some of them would like come to me and be like, dude, like, how could you leave your country being 17? Like, you're not even legal in your own country.
Yeah.
How are you here? I was just like, you know, I don't know. For me, it's not like that big of a deal. And a lot of people were just like, just talking to me about it. Like they wouldn't be able to do it or
Well,
that
that's a
it's-
huge thing, I think.
but I don't really think so. You know, it's
Yeah.
for me. It was like, okay, I know what I want. I know that I don't want to lose time because the more time I spend not being here, then that's less roles than I can play.
Yeah.
You know, and I love shows like teenage shows. You know, like stuff that the CW does.
Yeah.
Or like stuff like Teen Wolf or.
I worked on the show. It was a fun show. It's too bad it's not around anymore.
Yeah, I was so sad that I was.
But there's
so sad when
always
it
other
finished.
shows like that are coming up.
Oh yeah, like let's say for example Riverdale right now.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. Like those are the shows that I would love to do. Or like superhero stuff. I'm like a geek. I love Spider-Man.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah, like Tom Holland is doing a great job, and just in general, like I would love to be like shows like The Flash or Arrow or DC Legends
Yeah,
of
of course.
Tomorrow, all that stuff. You know, that's my thing.
Okay.
And honestly, like for me, just coming here, I was just like, okay, I'm in the right age range to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I was just really so happy and grateful that I got accepted. So
Good.
I just moved here and started doing my thing, not
That's so
really
crazy.
like caring about what other people would tell me.
No, dude, I think that's.
Yeah, and I had to prove before. I had to prove that I knew the language. That's the other thing that you were asking me.
I was
about.
actually about to say that for somebody who has only been here for 4 years, you have an accent, but you have a very good grasp of the language.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
a lot of people
working
who
on that.
speak English don't even have a good grasp of the language.
Yeah, probably.
I just happen to be a writer, so I study the language a lot, but half the time my grammar sucks. and I know grammar. I just don't. I'm just like, well, I'm just writing.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think that's great. That'll definitely help you.
Yeah.
Book a lot of these roles.
That's
Like if
the
you wanted
thing.
to be on East Los High or something like that, you know.
It's funny because sometimes I've been told a lot of times that I have an accent. I've been told sometimes that I don't. Like some people, sometimes I think I'm lucky and I don't really like show it much.
Yeah.
But I've been working on it a while. Like let's say while I was in school, I took accent reduction classes, and after
okay.
graduation, I started taking some more. But you know, being a struggling actor, sometimes you don't have the money to pay for them anymore.
So when I first met you, I didn't hear it right away. It actually wasn't until we started talking that I could hear your accent, but it's not like so strong.
Yeah, like the thing is that I want to be able to turn it on and off, you know? When
Yeah,
I
of
need
course.
it, then I can use it, but if I don't need it, I can just turn it off and speak neutral English.
Yeah.
Because
good.
that's but it's because like some roles or whenever I go to some auditions, my accent either plays a positive role or a negative role, you
See,
know?
and that's one of the things that, like someone like me, I'm around English. I've spoken my entire life, and that's interesting. So that actually sometimes plays a role.
Yeah, and sometimes like people ask me, "Oh, so you have an accent?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And sometimes they don't say anything else. After that, they're like, "Okay, thank you," or sometimes they're like,
Wow.
"Okay, so where are you from?" And they start like making conversation. But rarely I had some opportunity where they're like, "You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna cast you." Yeah,
Good.
whatever. And I'm like, "Oh, great, thank you so much." But I know it's been like, it's something that I have to keep working on, you know, because
Yeah.
you never know. Like when I'm going for Latino roles, I almost book everything that I go for Latino, almost.
That's good.
Like at least 80%. But
Do you find, and this is such a strange question, but I remember when I wrote I wrote a Latin play, which I developed into a script. But when I was doing the play, there was a sort of divide among just within the Latin culture, like, oh, you're Puerto Rican, we need somebody who's Cuban. And do you find that there's that diversity still?
I don't. I mean, yes and no.
Not to be rude, because it's not like, oh, well, we need somebody Latin, because then generalizing it is just as rude as. But then also like.
I mean, I guess they would go because of the slangs, the different slangs that there's
Of
in
course,
Spanish.
yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of different words for Colombians, that is for Venezuelans or Ecuadorians or Argentinians or Puerto Ricans or Cubans. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a little bit of the of the ethnicity that you can see on someone.
Yeah.
You know, like there's people who are like a little bit darker skin, or
Got it, okay.
like they look more like from the coast, you know, more Caribbean.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So and
That's-
and
okay.
it's different when you like see someone that it clearly is from Mexico, or clearly is from some like Argentina or Peru or somewhere like that, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess when they try to specify, it's because they're trying to go on that area rather than
okay.
rather than just say rather than avoid just saying Hispanic.
Yeah. Well, I'm think it's so fascinating that you just moved here, and I'm really happy that you are having some success, even just starting out in such a young age, and
Thank you.
you're still out here by yourself, right? You don't know nobody from your family.
Yeah, no, I'm here by
Okay.
myself. Yeah, like my parents and my two brothers are back home.
That's so inspiring, man.
Mhm.
You inspire me, and I love it. I'm not trying to be an actor, but so what's next for you? Sorry, what's next for you?
Oh, well, right now I'm doing the whole process of trying to stay in the country, you know.
Okay, yeah.
After graduation, I got my permit to work, but that permit only lasts a year. So on June, it's going to expire. So
Oh
right
man,
now,
I'm sorry to hear that.
it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it happens, you know. But there's this opportunity that I have to get my artist visa, you know, the O1.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, okay, yeah.
So I'm applying to that.
Good.
And I'm trying to get like everything, all the paperwork done right now before my permit expires, because after my permit expires, I'm not allowed to work anymore until I get approval, or if I don't get approval, then I have to leave or
Does
go
that
back to school.
Does
or
that
something.
include like you can't work on movies at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if I get my visa, then I can only work as an actor.
Oh, God. Okay.
Mhm,
No, but I
and-
mean, like, so you said your visa expires next month.
Oh yeah.
So if it expires, you can't even do acting. Then
Oh
either?
yeah, no, nothing at all. Because right
Oh,
now my
wow.
permit only allows me to do industry-related stuff. I
Okay.
can do acting, modeling. I can be a crew member, anything like that.
Got it.
But nothing besides that. I can't have a part-time job.
Like you
I
couldn't
can't.
work at a restaurant like some
Yeah.
actors do. Okay.
Yeah, nothing at all. Like all my
Interesting.
income has to be from acting, because that's the thing. Is the permit is it's an optional practical training permit.
Okay.
So it allows you only to work in the area that you graduated from.
Yeah. Okay. That actually makes sense.
So
But
because
this
I
is
got
a
my
tough industry.
Mhm.
It's a very tough. I mean, you're young. It's very tough, and you're just starting out. So I really want all the best for you. So anybody who's a writer or a director or producer, hire this young man. We'll put all his information on the website. We still have a few more minutes because the show's about 30 minutes long, but we're
Okay.
kind of wrapping up around 25 minutes. So
got it.
I just want to tell us. Okay, so you said you have a movie in festivals.
Yeah.
And then anything else on the horizon that we should know?
Oh yeah, well
Work-related?
I did this music video with Danny Trejo.
Oh, I love Danny. I've worked with him before. He's
Yeah, and I did this music video with him.
great. Which one
and
was it?
It's called Arrows of Our Youth from the Sapphire Bones.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's on YouTube. You can find it.
We'll link it on your site.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
and it's a really cool project. It's very vintage. You know, it's like
Okay.
about this summer love. I'm playing his younger self. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, so it's
Well,
like
he's- yeah.
basically so it's basically him right now.
Okay.
And then there's this girl who is also like, they're both separated, you know. And then because of daily stuff that they have on their life, let's say he has a peach, and then that kind of like transports him to that summer when he fell in love with this girl and they were eating peach together.
Oh,
you know?
and so you play the younger version
Yeah,
of the flashback? Oh,
exactly.
man, that's brilliant.
So that's basically the whole story about. And besides that, I also worked with Eugenio Derbez for a promo for his movie that is coming out right now, Overboard.
Oh, yeah, the one with On Affairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did a promo with him for Cinemark.
Oh, nice. Okay. The
Yeah,
movie theater.
yeah,
Cinemark. Okay.
exactly. So it's him basically with the whole memory loss thing, trying to figure out why there's a movie playing with his name on it,
Oh, that's really
and
funny.
he's talking with the employees of the Cinemark. So I did that,
That's
and
fun.
I've done like some feature films. They are on post production right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully I did a teaser for another one that, if everything goes well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be filmed. The whole thing is gonna be filmed on next year, on 2019,
Okay.
for like a couple of months.
That's
So-
so fun.
Yeah.
And then while we wrap up, I just want to ask you, which you've already given such great advice, but if you, for anybody who, you know, if you, anybody back in your country who's younger than you, which and they want to follow their dream, like what advice would you give them?
Like dream in general, or like coming here and.
I always like to just say dreams in general, because not everybody wants to be actor
that's
or model.
true.
But I found to know me is to know that when I walked off my job one day. I just was not happy with where my life was going. I had a full-time job, and I just was like, I can't do this anymore. And I literally I had no plan. I just walked off my job.
That's brave.
I already knew how to, and I was a lot older, and I knew how to script supervise, but I wanted to be a writer, and I just got so angry one day, and I just walked off and said, I'm just gonna go make movies, and I've been doing it ever since then. But everybody in the office was like, well, oh wait, you can do that? And I'm like, yeah. But it was like, I would never not want to follow my dream.
Yeah.
And I run into a lot of people who want to work in this industry, so it's real easy to give that sort of advice. But I mean, there's people out there who want to be musicians. There's people out there who want to do so many other things. And I mean, just there's the idea of thinking you can do it, and then there's the idea of knowing you can do it. And you had this. You just decided you needed to come to this country and follow your dream. That nothing stopped you. Yeah. And like you said, the advice I thought was perfect, which is, why do I have a plan B? I need plan A to work. So I mean, that's already great advice, and I think, I mean, I wish I had thought of that's fucking brilliant. But yeah, I mean, what would you say if a young kid from your country, let's say you finally made it bigger, which I have no doubt you will if you're this driven at such a young age. You might, hopefully someday you'll have me on your podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, let's say you get to go back to your country, even if you're visiting for the holidays, and you see, like, you get to go to a school or talk to somebody younger. What would you say to them?
I would say, no matter what people tells you, if you believe that you can do it and you have proven to yourself that you can do it, then go for it. But go for it with a plan. Like, learn your craft, learn what you want to do, learn where you want to go, find it, and then work on it. Because it's okay to dream about something, but it's different to act on it. And when you act properly on it, I think it's when you get the most out of it. So I think that would be my advice.
Awesome. Well, hopefully, 10 years from now, when you finally made it successful and they stumble upon this podcast.
Oh yeah,
they will hear this advice and heed your great words.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shake your hand, and dude, really, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure meeting you too, as well. And thank you for my first mimosa.
Oh, my pleasure, and thank you for being my first guest. And seriously, I want to say thank you to all the listeners who've been supporting, even when I was on this small hiatus, which is not gonna happen anymore. We're gonna keep doing this. So this is Michael Colomb, your host. This is Mimosas with Michael. You can find us on iTunes. We're on Stitcher Radio, Google Play. I mean, I'm pretty much everywhere. Please look for it. Let's be downloaded on YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe. And I want to please say your name one more time.
Oh yeah, Juan Felipe Restrepo.
There you go. I couldn't say it. I couldn't get justice right. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.